in Fort Worth, Texas. And if you need to find us online, you can just go to tarpleymusic.com. And I've got a golden label. Okay, so this is yet another magical guitar, and fortunately there are more than 5 of these. This thing is unbelievable. Every gold label we get, we're just like, okay, are these their best guitars? They're so awesome. So here's the Taylor Gold Label 714 ESB. So this is a golden sunburst top. Of course, it is still Sitka spruce, and it is a super auditorium body style. So this thing sounds huge, but it's still extremely comfortable to play. Indian rosewood back end sides, and they are using the fanned C-class bracing, of course, with the tonal route bracing, so there's a lot of openness going on. I feel like a lot of wood movement to get volume out of here. Mahogany neck on an ebony fretboard. The nut width, standard at 1 3/4, 25.5 scale length. And how good does this thing sound? It sounds good enough to get your grandfather to miraculously just jump out of bed and join you. Other standards, a white tusk nut, micarta saddle, and Honduran rosewood bridge with Honduran rosewood pins. Of course, the Taylor nickel tuners here with standard nickel buttons. They work great. It's kind of in their standard on their higher end guitars. And just to top it off, we're going to get a fire stripe guard. And, of course, this is the headstock is the new crown, kind of a shape that they go in here. And it's just really killer. This thing sounds really, really full. It's kind of what you would really expect, obviously, from a rosewood spruce guitar. And it's really easy to play. I love this Golden Sunburst. It came out miraculously. So anyway, it does have a pickup in it. So it has the LR Baggs Element VTC, which is right here, and there is a volume and as well as a tone that will push and pull. It does have a detent, so you can feel physically where that knob will fit right in the middle, which generally is always a good starting point when you're looking to see if you want to push the gain or pull the lows or whatever, or push the highs and take out lows or whatever it is. And then, of course, volume just as a simple dial as well. So no detent to that. So it's just 0 to 10. And we are going to try to capture this the best we can with all functionality. So we're going to have it direct, so you'll be able to hear the LR Baggs just on its own. We're also going to mic it up with some really good mics to give this as fair of a chance as you can to what it sounds like to us as we're playing in here. So we're going to mic that up. And, of course, we will also we'll do where there's a combination of those, because a lot of times people will use that direct with mic signal, and so kind of give you an idea what will happen if you mix those together. And and the last thing I'll do is I'll make sure I do some fingerstyle so you can hear kind of some lower, warmer tones out of it, as well, of course, as taking a pick and just strumming along. right, so we have heard this guitar all by itself and how great it sounds, but I'm wondering what it would sound like if I put it in a mix with the song I recorded earlier. Let's find out. All right, hit it, boys. So like I've said before, man, every time we get one of these gold labels, I just like, how is this not, this is totally personal, right? This is just kind of, but how is this not the flagship guitar in every series? I just don't really know. So, but they are just phenomenal. So this is probably where I would put my money if I was looking for a really high-end acoustic that I feel is comfortable in the studio, unplugged, as well as plugging in it through a PA on stage. And of course, this is, you know, if you're going to do a whole lot of leads and, you know, you're going to be way up the neck a lot, of course, this you will want something with a cutaway, which I do have to do quite a bit. So I do have one that has a cutaway. But if I was doing solo gig or if I was recording acoustic parts, this Super Auditorium body is because to me it feels like a grand auditorium, just a little bit bigger and gets more sound. I think most of that is down here below the bout, right? But whatever, it plays really, really comfortably, not too terribly thick either, but it does feel, you feel a lot more tone kind of hitting you in the back. So for me, it's if you want, man, I want that marriage of spruce and rosewood and a really great playable guitar that looks really, really sharp, that it will sound good on stage if I need it, but I can just mic it as it is and sound phenomenal. This is where you go. And honestly, with all the gold labels, depending on what kind of combination of woods you want, I would probably, if I was going to look for, I would start at the gold label version of a guitar first. And then from there, you know, if you want to look into something maybe above or below or whatever like that. But to me, they're nailing it on every one that we've done. So either we got extremely lucky and got all the good ones, which I doubt that's true because they're so consistent, or they're just being really, really, really made well. So anyway, that is my spiel on this because I could talk about it for a very, very long time. And so hopefully you liked this video and enjoyed hearing this. Let us know, of course. Comments are there for a reason. We'd like to know what you think. Any questions that may be something I missed, because it often happens. So not going to hurt my feelings. Ask if there's something that maybe I missed. We try to get back to you, of course, as we can. And so like the video for that. And then, of course, subscribe to the channel. We are just flowing along happily. We just want to keep going. And if you got any friends who love gear reviews and haven't seen us, we'd love it if you shared the video, of course. And we are dropping videos every week. And we have a lot of guitars right now in the queue that are for guitars that are coming out. And so we will be busy. So we know we will be releasing at least a video a week, possibly two. So if you'd like to know when those are dropping, then it's very, very simple. You just go down there where your little bell is and turn on the notifications, and they will let you know when we drop one, and hopefully we'll see you on the next one.